and I'm just going to do a quick video in regards to what's really going on at Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're hearing different things about Kenya and what's going on with Kenya. And, many people are saying, is it for views? Has she really been fired? What's really happening? Let me see. Let me switch it around. Let me switch it around because you guys should be seeing, and maybe because I exited out that way. Is this what's going to pop up? Okay. Okay, it looks like it's okay. Um my original tablet got a little messed up and I'll probably have to replace that. Yes, I've been on vacation, chilling, enjoying myself. Sometimes you just need to just enjoy your time with your friends and family. Let's do the disclaimer. 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please share if you care. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what's on Instagram, what's on Twitter, what's going on in the news around the world. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And have a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. Okay, so we're going to generally talk about Kenya. What's going on? Now, last night I was chilling. I almost did a video yesterday, but you know me. I'll get to it when I get to it. I don't have to be first. I don't. That don't matter to me as long as I get it right in the conversation. Okay, so what's being reported is that they're saying not so fast. Let's get to it. They're saying not so fast. Not so fast. Sources close to Bravo claim Kenya has not been fired, and the network hasn't officially accused her of anything. So, okay. So my biggest thing is, why is all this happening? And if she hasn't been fired, how did it get out that she was fired? And why is it that they're changing? And no one really said anything for a while. I don't know if that word could be up there like that. I don't know, y'all. I mean, it's interesting to me that this is happening. It's interesting to me that Bravo has not said anything. And it's interesting to me that we're wondering, why would a bright, smart young lady do that? But then you had Britt Eady saying it's not okay of what was alleged put out. And at first, many people thought that it was for views and ratings. And then many people thought, no. But then many people thought, and I even said, well, if you knew what Martell got in trouble for, you wouldn't do the same thing, right? You wouldn't possibly do the same thing. So this had to be my first video coming back. I'm glad they're saying not so fast. Bravo claims Kenya has not been fired, and the network hasn't officially accused her of that. But then you have Kandi speaking out, saying she don't like that Kenya's been suspended. So it's like, okay. And I remember someone saying, everyone feels that Kenya's either been suspended or fired, but Kenya. And maybe because Bravo hasn't officially said anything to her or communicating with her, because maybe they're concerned about if they say XYZ to her, she may sue. You understand? So it's interesting. But let me tell you something. I told y'all a long time ago, it concerns me how they put these women and the situations they put them in. So you got Claudia Jordan, Armand, and Al has been fired. Then you have the allegations that allege Kenya has been fired. Excuse the fuzziness. Oh, it looks pretty good on that picture. Okay. But yeah, you got all these allegations of our people having situationships. You understand? It's all in itself concerning. It is. It's so concerning that we're even having this conversation of whether it did or did not happen. We should not be having this conversation of whether it did or did not happen. We should not. Kenya's a bright, smart young lady. We should not be having the conversation of what happened that day. We should be talking about her spa and how many clients are coming in and how busy it's been and how after that situation, how the client list has grown and people are happy that their scalps are being treated and no more dry hair and we're focused on long hair. But that's not it. It's the allegations of X, Y, and Z. And it just seems that Atlanta is so messy. And I told y'all, these women love doing stuff for clickbait. That's what they teach them. Do stuff for clickbait. Get the views, get the clicks, be talked about. Well, this is the wrong thing to be talked about. And have we not learned from Martell and what those allegations were? Have we not learned from Vanderpump and the concerns? Have we not learned that Bravo already has concerns about X, Y, and Z? And Andy has his own concerns, but they said he was cleared. What's really going on? How is this created, but then it's being reported that she has not been? Not so fast. I don't know. It's almost like, remember how they had said when she went to she had the event last season and alleged they didn't show it or it was a short clip. Y'all know I don't watch the show because I don't like how they portray the women, period. But I see enough clips to piece them together to understand what's going on. But the biggest thing is, remember how the last season they didn't show her event space long enough or they didn't show it at all, whatever happened. So I wouldn't think that she's going to do anything that could jeopardize herself or her family life or what she has going on. So it makes me wonder, and I said this before too, you have to sit with a producer on what you're going to do. You have to sit with a producer what you're going to talk about. You have to sit with a producer and they have to give you the green light of what to do. Let's be very clear. She's not producing a show on her own. She sits with a producer from Bravo and they have to approve what her whole storyline is going to be so they can make sure they have everything they need, space, what they're going to talk about, how they're going to talk about it. There's conversations that happen. So, and I'm sure they go through their legal team of what has to happen, right? If they go into her space, you would figure that they have to go into her space. I don't know if Bravo has to have insurance to insure in her space. Anybody get injured, she's got everybody covered. And maybe that's why a lot of people have to sign the NDAs so that way she's not going to be in trouble or liable if something transpires. So there's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes, y'all. And this is not legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just speaking from that aspect of many things have to happen before a scene is cut. Many things have to be talked about before a scene is cut. The conversations, who you're going to have a conversation with. A lot of times, don't these women go back and forth with each other? And if it's not spicy enough, cut. Try that again. So this is not a normal situation. Things are produced, things are cut up, and then a show is produced and put on TV. So my biggest thing is Kenya had to have a conversation with producers. So what is the producer's responsibility to make sure her storyline moves forward, is okay, is presentable, is juicy enough, is drama filled enough? So this is my biggest thing. We put it on Kenya and we put it on the producers. What were they about to produce in regards to her? Right? What were they about to put out in regards to her? So did a producer try to produce something they weren't supposed to produce and they didn't talk with the higher ups? Everything has to go through the higher ups and management. And if the scene is not suitable or if it's not working, they would go in a different direction. So I take this as Kenya's responsible, Bravo's responsible, and the management team and the legal team. So are they not saying anything because they know that they wanted to put this out as her storyline and it went left because people in media are speaking about it? How, Sway? Why, Sway? What's going on, Sway? Think about it. When you sit down and do a show, Erica Mena told us, I did this scene, they didn't like it, I had to go in harder. They had to dry my hair, they had to fix my hair, and we had to redo it. Erica Mena taught us well in regards to what happens, what transpires. She taught a lot of people what, because for a while, people didn't know in regards to reality shows, that wasn't spicy enough. We had to get another person in the conversation. You know, she taught us well about what normally happens behind the scenes. They probably didn't like that. But sometimes people get a break because of the scene wasn't spicy enough and they had to do something else. So many people are talking about Not So Fast. So we got Bravo, Shade Room talking about it. We got the Neighborhood Talk talking about it. We got many people talking about it. Atlanta seems a little messy. It is what it is. Atlanta seems a little messy. The clickbait to do things for clicks and views, to, you know, show this, post and delete. There's just a lot going on. You know, so thanks for watching the show, you know, and then we're going to talk about this. Kenya seems unbothered. She's on vacation with her friends. Kenya's on vacation with her friends. She seems so unbothered. She seems not bothered. Yes, she does. All smiles. And I told y'all before, when these girls go on these reality shows, they have to be careful how they present themselves, how they show themselves, because if they have businesses, it could be affected. If they have a family life, it could be affected. These ladies have to be careful of what they put out and what they want to show and what they don't want to show. Let me see if I can move this closer. But yeah, this is Kenya having a good old time with her friends, seeming drama-free, stress-free. It doesn't seem like she has a care in the world. Maybe I'll go back a little bit. It doesn't seem like she has a care in the world. But the situationship is, these women on these reality shows have to be careful how they portray themselves, how they put themselves out there. And then let me show y'all this post, because it's basically saying Kenya Moore was not fired or suspended from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Alleged leftover, you know, something. So I got to be careful with that. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. I just feel like at some point, these women want a bag, they're getting the bag, but they have to be careful how they want the bag, get the bag. And then we always wonder, is the producer setting them up to remove them so they don't have to pay them that big check? I've said it before. Look at Portia in regards to how she was portrayed on Portia Family Matters. That show didn't last. Some will say she had decent ratings. Some will say the fans just weren't there. Some will say they just were drained about how she was talking to and acting at Dennis's mother. Why didn't Portia Family show last? Portia can't carry a show, because if Portia can carry a show, her show would still be on right now. It's interesting how they give these women a show as a filler so they can make money, but then how they portray them, the show don't last past 3 or 4 seasons, right? But this is who they chose to give them a break off episodes and season, but it don't last. So why aren't people speaking on that? And that's why I say Bravo puts these women in situations and it's a shut up and dance. It's a shut up and dance to make their pockets fatter, get them bigger houses, send their kids to college, while the whole time they're not making these women look in a good light. And we have people celebrating their downfall. But I want people to do well. I want people to be successful. I want them to be able to go in rooms and people are not talking about them, putting them down. You know, make yourself feel good, look good, and be okay in these streets. There are people celebrating the downfall, and it's sad to me, and it's weird to me. I'm sorry. It's weird to me. There's people that are celebrating their downfall. And this is the thing. We've come so far. We have other cultures that support each other. Sometimes ours don't know how to. We have cultures that talk about this situation, that situation. They support each other in ways we don't know how to. They support each other in regards to, we're going to live together. We're going to save money. We're going to do things together. Our culture, it's sad that we don't know how to support each other. And then we have the skin concerns. This color, that color. You know, this person got that part because of this color of skin. We're all one. And they love when we pin each other against each other. And there are people that's making comments that they should not be making. But at what point do we support each other fully? You do you, I'ma do me. But as a culture, as a race, let's stand together and support each other. It's sad that people celebrate people's downfall. People celebrate people's downfall. And then they try and make you think that they're not and that they are. And this is what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. It's so cringy and weird. It's so cringy and weird. But I blame Bravo and I blame the women for signing up with Bravo. Zeus is no better. Sorry. You wanted that contract, you got that contract. Look at the Portia and Simon situation. She wanted that man, she got that man. Now she getting a divorce from that man. These women got to be careful of the choices that they make in the situations that they get themselves into. I just wanted to do a quick video, everybody. I don't know what's being said. I don't know what's being going on because it's saying not so fast. Bravo has not fired Kenya. Bravo has suspended Kenya. That's what's being reported. But so many media sources says she has. And some says, how is it that they haven't told Kenya? I don't know. And are they trying to be cautious of what to say, what to do, because they're concerned about her filing a lawsuit against Bravo and the producers? Everything has to be plot planned when you're producing a show. There's storylines that's created. There's storylines that's created for these women. And the storylines aren't working, they're not going to shoot it and they're going to move forward. So it's a mess. It is what it is. I just wanted to do a video on this and talk about this and go over what's being talked about in these streets. And wishing Kenya well. And I'm hoping that when these women go on these reality shows, they focus on their brand, their image, and they focus on their family life. I don't like the shut up and dance. I don't like that our culture doesn't know how to support each other. I don't like that people are supporting anybody's downfall. The creepy, weird stuff, I don't like. It's so weird. People are laughing at stuff, and it's like, you wouldn't want nobody treating you this way. You wouldn't want nobody talking about you this way. And YouTube is interesting, y'all. YouTube is interesting. The stuff that goes on in regards to different YouTubers, different bloggers, too weird and cringy for me. I can't. I cannot. I like to put out positive things, positive images. Yes, I have to talk about the topics that's going on, but people are celebrating Kenya's downfall. How have we gotten here? And whatever Bravo has put out, and whatever Bravo was trying to produce, and whatever, she has to be accountable to say, no, I'm not going to do that, because that's not going to make my image look good. These women have to speak up. Yes, they do. These women have to speak up. It can't be a shut up and dance. It can't be, you're not going to paint me in a good light. Yes, I want to create stories. Yes, I want to have, but like I told y'all, Bravo loves when you have jail situation. They love when you have popo issues. They love when you're going through divorce. They love if you're acting high schoolish. They love if you can't hold and keep a relationship. They love if you can't hold and keep friendships. It's sad that that's what Bravo seeks. And the women sign those contracts. So you're not concerned about your image. You're just concerned about getting that bag. And then you have to fight. You have to fight to get into a situation, to get away from Bravo, protect their image, and find other jobs that's more suitable when they leave Bravo. And then you still see the girls doing this and doing interviews, and it's like, what? Who asked you? What are you talking about? You're just trying to distract away from that. It's like, what? So we're going to get into this because people were going off on Kandi. They were. People were going off on Kandi for saying what she said. Kandi don't, and that's what it's saying. Kandi don't like the fact that they suspended Kenya. This housewife who made the rules. If this girl came to her, you don't get to choose how come back. That's what she's saying. And people were like, what? Kandi, there's a lot of things that people don't like that Kandi did, said, reacted, what she showed. How these women on the Real Housewives of Atlanta act, you don't get that on other shows. It became too much. And it became a huge HR issue. It became a lot of legal issues because you're putting women in situations that most jobs you wouldn't allow things to happen. I don't understand how people don't talk about that. What happens on these reality shows, you would never, ever see it at a regular job. That's why Bravo has the concerns that they have. Because Kandi should not have had them produce a show that Kandi wants to put something in women undergarments. No, ma'am. You're not doing that to me. You want to put something in women's undergarments? No. That doesn't even happen at a regular job. So I don't get why people aren't really talking about that either. They give you a spinoff and it don't even last longer than 3, 4 seasons. Now, the only one that got a decent spinoff was Kim, but then now she's broke. Kim's OCI. But yeah, there's issues over there. I think it is interesting to me when people say Porsha's my favorite. Oh, so you're okay with what Porsha's done. You're okay with what Porsha has said. I'm surprised when people say, oh, Candy's my favorite. So you're okay with Candy putting things in people's undergarments. You're okay with her going too far with some of her scenes. It's interesting to me when people say Kenya's their favorite. Oh, so you're okay with how Kenya's acted over these last several seasons, right? It's interesting to me. So are you wanting your daughters or your nieces to look at these women as role models? These women have made choices, though. These women have made choices, so they have to deal with what comes with it. You know, you're putting Bravo in situations. They're making a lot of money off these women. They're making a lot of money off these women. Sad but true. Yes, they are. They're making a lot of money off these women. And people will say, Candy's out doing these interviews, Candy's out talking, and then you got Tamika on the side saying, yeah, what? And people are not talking about how they're portrayed and how they're looked at as women and how Bravo got them looking away. I gotta move it back. Yeah, you got Bravo making them look a certain kind of way. People aren't worried about their image or their legacy to their children or their families. That's what concerns me. I would love to support, but what you're putting out there and what you're allowing them to produce, there are many people that don't watch Zeus. There are many people that don't watch Bravo. There are many people that don't support how Bravo have these women looking. There are many people that have a lot to say about Andy. But what wishes? What wishes? If this is what the women want and this is what they have to do for a bag, like I said, it's almost like a shut up and dance. So I want to thank everyone for supporting this video. Like the video, share the video. There's going to be another one I'm going to do. I'm trying to catch up. I was on vacation, having a good old time. So that was a much needed vacation. Not that I couldn't handle or do any of my videos while I was on vacation. It was just like I was seeing stuff, saving stuff. It's like, okay, all right. Well, maybe I'll go live tonight. And then something will be transpiring. We'll be having fun. And it's like, nope, I'm not going to go live. And maybe I'll go live in the morning while everybody else is, And it's like, no, I don't want to. And some people need space. They need a break from. That wasn't me. I was just having too good of a time. So yeah, I wish Bravo well. I wish these women well. If they were in any other situations outside of reality TV, many people would say this is unacceptable and many people will be frustrated. But instead, they're supporting the poor behavior, the bad behavior, and their images, an image of them. It's all a concern for me. And I wish people well, but it's a concern that Bravo has these women looking the way that they have them looking. And I'm just shocked that people aren't more frustrated that Bravo don't turn the cameras on their families. So why should we allow them to put these images out on them? Why should we allow Bravo not to show their side? Why isn't Bravo each season, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, why aren't Bravo turn them cameras on them and their families and what they got going on? They won't do that. So until they do that, I'm not supporting it. Now, I don't know if the blackout is still working from what Nene was requesting for everyone to do. I don't know if that's still out there. I don't know. But at what point do we say to our ancestors that this is an okay situation? The girls, whether it's Real Housewives of Atlanta or any of the Bravo whatever shows or reality shows or whatever, they have these women doing a shut up and dance. And people are outraged. Why? If this was outside, this is not their reality. The producers are sitting down with them, asking them to produce stuff, and their image gets tainted. Not Bravo. Bravo's getting the check. So are they going to be proud of themselves when they get older? Are they going to regret what they said, what they did, how they reacted? Bravo loves when you have problems with divorce. Bravo loves when you have poor relationship. Bravo loves when you have problems with the popos. They love it. Bravo love if you're drama filled. Bravo love if you cheat and take somebody else's man. They love that. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But well wishes to these women. They're getting the bag, they're chasing the bag, and they're making decisions. So I thank everyone for being here. I hope everyone have a great day. Goodbye. Look for the next video in the next 5 minutes. Goodbye. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. And everyone, have a great, 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 great day. Goodbye.